Good morning, guys. Trying to fit you just right. Happy Thursday.
Not through like 5 minutes ago.
Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show, where we are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. And you got it? You left your phone up here. My name is Yamicha Jojo Waddell, the only Live Fast Crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me? Be peaceful. Have a great day.
Okay.
Have a great day. Be peaceful.
Have a good day.
I hope everybody's ready to get this day started. The sun is shining. I woke up really hungry. I woke up in a great mood. And sometimes I'm a firm believer that we have to choose our attitude and our moods. We set the tone for the day and we set our aspirations. Y'all know my 3 things. What is your intent? What is your intention? And why are you saying yes? And I'm setting my intent today, and I am all into why am I saying yes to the things that I know I need to do. So I hope everybody had a great yesterday. I hope you caught the show. If you did not, please go and catch the replay. And if your friends and family do not have Facebook, you can send them over to the YouTube channel where they can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows over there. And I don't know why my voice all of a sudden decided it didn't want to work. That's okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. And if you got the show yesterday, Kiba tried to make me sing. Hey, Lynn. Let me try that again. Hey, Lynn. Lynn, I've been thinking about you all week. And every time I say I'm going to call you, somebody calls me or I forget. And then my mind is on a gazillion things. I'm coming. And I need to talk to you about that too. But I need to make another phone call first before I talk to you about that. Anyway, good morning, Lynn. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Fearless Morning Show. All right. So today I had to write this down, and my handwriting is hard because the thought came to me as I was driving. So I had Rosie write half, and then the scribble part is my half. So, bear with me, and I'm probably going to have to get my sunglasses because the sun has decided to just shine real bright right now. But can we appreciate that I'm getting some eyebrows? Can we talk about that I'm getting some eyebrows? Because normally I don't have any. When I go get them done, the lady asked me, what do you want me to clean up? What do you want me to do? Because you don't have any. So she normally just cleans them up. So thank you that my eyebrows are growing. All right. So the fearless thought for today, y'all, and I'm going to have to read my hair. Good morning, Kiba. Is, so one of the things that we have, there's two fearless thoughts for today. One is, I think it's really important on this journey, and I call it your purpose, your knower, your core, living true to your soul, is that you've got to figure out what, and I got to read how I wrote this. So y'all, girl, you see that, right? I had to write this down so I could get it right. You got to figure out where your power base is and what it is. What is your power base? Meaning, what is it that makes you you? And then you have to make sure that it aligns with your personality and the gifts that you have to give. So you got to figure out what your power base is. Make sure it's aligned with your personality so that you can give the best of your gifts that you're supposed to give. So for confessions and conversation, my power base is my family, my father, mother, made sure that I read books all the time, and I became a lover of words. That is my power base, along with and I don't know, this ain't a power base. I don't know why this happens. Side note, and if anybody can tell me, if this happened to any of y'all, let me know. I can be anywhere at any given time, and people will tell me their whole life story. Example, the other day, I got off work early. I went and got the car washed. And I thought, let's treat yourself to cauliflower pizza with spinach and mushrooms. So I'm enjoying all of my pizza, right? And the girl walks up. She's like, is everything okay? I was like, yep, everything is perfect. Thank you. She came, and I'm reading a book. She came back and she said, is everything okay? I was like, yeah. She's like, oh, I like your nails. I was like, oh, thank you. And that was all the invitation she needed. It would be better to ask me what I don't know about this lady as opposed to what I do. I know everything from her sister and brother whose baby's in a coma, her ex-boyfriend who beat her, how he's beating her current girlfriend, his current girlfriend, she don't know how to help her son who she almost aborted, but thank God she didn't because she really wanted to have a baby and it was a boy, but then she miscarried the second one. Every job she's had since she was 14, how she barely graduated from high school, but she made it, how her family really didn't support her, but you know, sometimes it's not about that, it's blood, how her boyfriend proposed to her and now her fiance, and her first tattoo she ever got. And we didn't just work our way into that conversation. She literally came by and said, I like your nails. In the next conversation, we're knee deep in it. Does that happen to anybody else where you go somewhere and I can go to the bathroom and people will tell me their whole life story? I don't ask. I've never asked anybody their life story. However, I find myself sitting down and people tell me, I went for a hike. Me and the girls went for a hike at the state park. We're out in the middle of the woods. And this older lady is walking. I said, ma'am, are you okay? She said, yes, but can you hold my hand for a minute? I said, yes, ma'am. Whole life story. That's all she needed. Whole life story. Where she's lived, where she's been. Thank you, Andrew. At least somebody. I'm just saying. So I thought it was just me. So the fearless thought is figure out what your power base is and make sure it is aligning with your personality. I don't know if that's a power base, but it definitely aligns with my personality. I think people, and you know what? And it's okay to say that you are full of yourself. People say that all the time. Joe, your mama will say this all the time. You think you full of yourself. And let me tell you, sister, you ain't. But in all actuality, it is a compliment to be full of yourself. It is a compliment because you are living at your full capacity of who you are and why you're here. And you're doing the things that you're meant to be. And it is aligned with everything. Yes, Andrew, that's the word I was looking for. Thank you. That's exactly it. And do they just see that? Like, do people see that and they automatically... What I want people to know when they meet me is that whatever you share with me, it is safe and it's not going to go anywhere. I'm not going to turn it back on you. I'm not going to make you feel bad for sharing. I'm not going to make you feel any type of way other than safe, that this is your safe place to share. So what we all have to do is figure out our power base. What is it that is our strength at our core? What are you strong at? For me, I'm a lover of words. I love to write. I can write words. I can write poetry. I can write songs. You give me some words and I'm A-okay. You give me a book and I'm A-okay. But make sure that it aligns with your personality. And I'm lucky that it aligns with my personality. And this is what happens when who you are is not aligned to your personality. Meaning what you present out. It's difficult for people to interact with you. Like they don't know. How can I put it? Like I'll have 10 different me's because my personality is not true to my power base, right? So that means I'm going to act a different way with all 10 different people. And then I'm exhausted because my power base is saying one thing, but I'm trying to add all kind of personalities to it. And it's only going to get stronger when I align it together. Does that make sense? I hope I'm saying that right. Like it makes sense in my mind. I hope I'm conveying that correctly. So figure out what is your power source, what is your core, what is your purpose, and align it with your personality. Your personality is what makes you you. Like I could be a lover of words, but my personality could be, the quiet person who is a lover of words. But I'm not that person. I'm a talker. I love words, but I'm also a talker. So I like to communicate my words. So make sure that who you are is aligned with your personality. And then, y'all, the process is going to get easier for you to step into what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be doing it, when you're supposed to be doing it, and what it looks like. Right? Self-reflection. And it takes a minute to get there. Like, I have embraced all aspects of JoJo. Like, again, when people say I'm full of myself, I'll accept that. Yes, I'm full of myself, and my cup runneth over of all things that JoJo has come to love about herself. I am full of myself in that I no longer have the self-imposed restrictions of titles that I don't have to carry, or self-imposed restrictions of everybody else's life. And so, yes, I'm full of myself in that my core base, I understand, and it is aligned with my true personality. And so I'm no longer uncomfortable in my own skin. Now, it's not to say that sometimes I don't feel uncomfortable. Yep, I sure do. However, I may feel uncomfortable for a minute, but I understand that my base is true, and I'm not straying from that. I'm not straying from who I am at my core. So I may feel uncomfortable because it's a different atmosphere. It may be something I don't understand, or I've never been here before. But my core is steady and strong. So I'm not going to waver from that. I think we all may, feel a little funky sometimes when you're in a different environment, or you meet different people. But that's okay, because who I am is going to shine through regardless. It's going to shine through regardless. Even, and y'all, I will tell y'all all the time, when I people a lot, when I'm around a lot of people, it is exhausting for me. So when, if I speak or if I do anything like that, the next day it has got to be total silence. There is no, let's keep going. Nope, I've got to, because I have to recharge myself. I have to resettle, rethink, because when I interact, I try to give all that I can give, or help all I can help with whoever I'm with, so that when I'm done, I know I have given my best, and I need that quiet time to recharge my power source and realign with me. And that's just me. But who I am, regardless, is always going to shine through. So if somebody says you're full of yourself, accept that and say thank you, and say my cup runneth over with love of myself, and that as I'm learning to stand in my power of who I am. And here's the thing, it's not an arrogant thing to say that. It's not. Now, there's an ego thing that you can attach to it that may be your problem, but it's not arrogant to be confident in yourself. Even the Bible says we can do all things, right? Even the Bible gives us confidence beyond measure, because he said wherever we walk, wherever we place our feet, he's already given it to us. He told us to take the sides off our tent so he can enlarge our territory. He said our foundations were made of rubies, right? He said no weapon will formed against us shall prosper. So he has already given us the confidence, and he's given us all the things for our cup to run over anyway. Thank you, Jesus. Look at the sun shining. 8 to the man. He's already given us all those things for our cup to run over. But we're constantly insisting that our cup is not. And so when somebody says you full of yourself, accept it. Please accept it and take it as a compliment. Don't take it as, oh, well, JoJo is arrogant. No, no, no. I'm not. I don't have an ego attached to it. I have that I'm fulfilling who I'm meant to be attitude with it. Like, JoJo's going to be okay. You've got to understand your power, know what your power purpose is, and align it to your personality. Leave me alone, Jasmine. That's all you can see. Because the sun keeps shining in and out, y'all. I used to have a little thing that hung from the window so that I could position you guys just right. Well, that broke. So you guys are sitting on Jesus right now. Y'all know I keep a Bible in the course. I got you guys propped up on the Bible, and that's how we rolling here on the Fearless Morning Show. We are having confessions and conversations about your everyday life. I told y'all I was the Live Past Crazy specialist, so here we go. So figure out where your power base is and what it is, and work on aligning it with your personality. So if you're not sure what your power base is, take some time And I'm always going to tell you guys to take some time to know yourself. A lot of us are having a hard time figuring it out. I did, because we don't know ourselves, and we don't know what we like. We know, but we can't put our finger on it. Like JoJo, I kind of know what's in this vicinity, but I can't put my finger on it. You need to spend some time with yourself. And a lot of times we don't do that. We don't like to spend time with ourselves, because then we're going to figure out some things that we may not necessarily like about ourselves. We may figure out a lie that we've been holding on to forever that we know is not true, but it seems to be serving the purpose that we want to achieve in life right then. And so when you learn to let go of the lies that you tell yourself, when you learn to let go of the lies other people have told you, when you get quiet and do, as Andrew said, that self-reflection and really think about it, then your power purpose, or what you're supposed to do, whatever you want to call it, it's going to become clear, because now you've taken away the layers of it, right? Because before you couldn't figure it out because there's too many layers to it. It's just too much going on for you to try to figure it out. Like, it's too fuzzy in here. Like, I can't, I know it's in here somewhere, but it's all cluttered and fuzzy, and I can't figure it out. So do some self-reflection. Think about that today. What is your true power? What is your true power source? If I'm going to call you for one thing, what am I going to call you for? And let's not confuse that with things that you're good at, because sometimes we're good at things, but that's not necessarily what we're called to do, because we could be good at stuff and hate it. I'm a good executive assistant. I've been doing it for years. I'm great at that. Doesn't mean I like doing it, so I stopped doing it. I just stopped, because people would tell you, but JoJo, you're so good at that. Yep, but I don't like doing it. And sometimes we confuse the two, because people keep telling us we're good at it, and we do it because it becomes easy to us, and it's easy for, let me just go ahead and do this. Let me just go ahead and do it. But at the end of the day, you don't like it. That's the difference. That's how you know the difference. If you don't like it, but you're good at it, that may be the problem. And so I had to do that. I had to look at, what am I good at? And then what am I good at that I don't like to do? But what am I really doing that I'm good at that I like to do? And I figured that out, that I was doing nothing that I like to do that I was good at. I was doing all the things I hated, but I was good at. Like, I'm great at being an executive assistant. I'm great at organizing offices. I'm great at doing all the things, running the inside of the business. I'm great at that. Hated it, didn't like it, not doing it anymore. And my friends, it's really quite that simple. Once you figure out your power pack, make sure it aligns to your personality, then it's going to get easier. And remember, it is a compliment. The sun is, I can't see you guys anymore. It is a compliment for somebody to say you are full of yourself. It simply means that you're living true to who you are. And if, let's just say, because I've been here too, you can't say, JoJo, I'm full of myself. Girl, I'm a hot mess express, as my friend Nicole Walters says. I'm a hot mess. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm barely figuring this out for myself. I don't know where to go, what to do. Then you are in exactly the perfect place to try to figure out what it is that you need to do. If you know what you don't want to do, then you're in a perfect spot to figure out what it is that you want to do. Okay? So you've got to figure that part out first. And then the way that you do that is the first thing you're going to have to do is get quiet. There's no way around getting quiet and talking to yourself. Just because you talk to yourself doesn't make you crazy. Have a for real conversation with yourself, like, JoJo, what is you doing? Like, and why are you doing it that way? Like, for real, if we get for real about this crazy, we know how to stop it. Because I can tell you to be full of yourself. I can tell you to love yourself. I can tell you all the things that you need to do. But until you have that conversation with yourself, until you get real and understand what's really going on, all the extra words in the world are not going to help. They're just going to be words. And y'all know what I'm going to say here. This is where you're going to go to church and the pastor is going to pump you up. And you're going to be excited about all the things. You're going to be happy about all the things. And as soon as the pastor leaves, then you're going to be right back in the same place, doing the same thing again, wondering why you're in the same spot. Like, didn't I just pray? Like, didn't the Lord just have a great day? Be peaceful, Andrea. Didn't the Lord just fall on me? Didn't the Holy Spirit just fall on me? But why did my crazy not stop? Because the pastor said if I pray and if I leave my troubles on the altar, right, then everything was going to be okay. Yep, he said that, but you insisted on picking them back up when you left. So we can say all the things and we can make you feel good, but until you start to have that real conversation with yourself, it's going to be hard to say my cup runneth over. It's going to be hard to say, this is what I know about myself. This is my power purpose. I'm a line them out. Because right now you don't even know what your personality is. Because you don't even know you. You don't know. You get up every morning, guilty, get up every morning, and I'm just doing what I got to do just to get through the day. That means I've got to wash my face, brush my teeth, take a bath, get the kids out the door, get to work, do a job I hate, and pretend I like the people. Then I got to go pick up the kids, come home, cook them dinner, clean the house. And then maybe, Lord, can I watch TV? Nope, you got to wash clothes. You got to clean up. And so you have no idea who you are, why you are. You don't know. And because you don't know, you've accepted everybody else's version of it. And so when you try to figure it all out, you're really confused. Like, my God, JoJo, how am I supposed to figure this out when there's just so much? My sister, you're going to have to get quiet. Get your little notebook, get your little journal, and write that thing out. And then start learning what it is that you like to do. And you're not going to figure that out until you start doing things other than what other people tell you to do. Because we grown. I'm 43, about to be 44. We're well past grown. But at the end of the day, y'all know how we are with wanting to respect people and not hurt everybody's feelings. It's going to keep us tied up in some things. Oh, Jesus. Tied up in some things. That's why I never got the nose ring. That's why I never got the tattoo. Just saying. And then when I let go of everybody else's expectations, it made it so much easier to stand and understand my power and who I'm supposed to be and my personality and what I'm supposed to give to the world. It made it so, because then it was clear because I didn't have everybody else's thought processes and attitudes, and I didn't have any of that extra stuff going on. I only had JoJo going on. Because here's what I know. This is what I know. If you don't know JoJo, please insert your name. If you don't know you, if you don't start to understand you, you're never gonna like you. You're never going to like what you're doing. You're always going to be seeking and never finding an answer. It's always going to be confusion. It's always going to be a headache. It's always going to be cloudy up in here. You're never going to have a clear thought on your own because there's too many people in here. And you may say, well, JoJo, I ain't crazy. Let's think. Wait a minute. Let's think about it. Let's walk this out. When you wake up in the morning, you've already talk negatively about yourself as you're going to the bathroom. Lord Jesus, my knee hurt, my back hurt. Look at my hair. What I'm gonna do with this mess? Lord, look at these bags under my eyes. Oh, my hair is... You've given yourself all the negative things already before you even left the house. Number 2, before you put on your outfit, Lord, these ladies in the office gonna have a fit if I wear this. There in your hair. Well, let me call my mama. Lord, I don't want to hear my mama mouth about this and this and this. That's person number 3. Well, let me call my man. Well, if he saw this or if he knew I was thinking about doing this, well, I don't want to hear his mouth. That's person number 4. You know, my sisters and brothers get on my nerves, and I know what they going to say when I tell them I'm doing this. That's person number 5, and you ain't even got to work yet. So you mean to tell me other people they don't play a part in your mind? Child. Don't get church folk. Please understand. Let's get church folk in there. Lord, I gotta wear this because, I don't want and I call them sweet sisters. I don't want the sweet sisters at the church to talk about me. My skirt gotta be the right length. I bet I have on a slip up under there. And I know I'm not fixing to walk up in this church with no stockings on. It ain't summertime. And even if it is, if the skirt is long enough, I better have on some knee highs. And I better not have no red toenail polish on my toes stepping up in here. And I better cross my legs. I better sit this way. Well, I got to sit on this side of the And that's, my friend, where it comes from. That's why it's hard to understand your power, to figure out what is your power base, to figure out what your personality is. You don't know, because before the end of the week, you got 10,000 people living in your head, talking to you and telling you who you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to be, how you're supposed to talk it, walk it, deliver it. Look at your power base, discover what it is, make sure it aligns with your personality, and then be okay with people saying you full of yourself. That is a compliment when people say you're full of yourself. That simply means you are confident in the knower of all things JoJo. Because right now it's hard because you're not confident in all things JoJo. Please insert your name. You're not confident in all things that are you. And that's simply because there's so many people in there. And the cup is full. So there's no place for you. Because other people have made darn sure that they're in the cup. Does that make sense? Y'all tell me that I ain't crazy. Because that makes sense in my mind. But I am the only live past crazy specialist. So what better place to be than here with me. So today, y'all, figure out what your power base is. And you got to work on it and make sure it aligns with your personality. And if you don't know what your power base is, get your little book. If you know me, if you're my friend, at some point, I have mailed you a journal. Is anybody on here that I've mailed a journal to? And it could have been lined, it could have been unlined, and it probably came with a nice little note on the inside. If you got a journal for me, please let me know. Because I think I've sent them to several people. Get your little journal. Write out the things. This is your safe place, your personal place. Write out the dreams and the things that you know you need to do and accomplish. And look at them. And feel them every day. Look at every day as a reminder of, yep, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Yep, I'm on the right path. Because if you don't, y'all, this is what happens when we don't have that constant reminder. We forget. Because the minute... oh, yep, Jasmine I forgot I sent Kiva one. Yep. So, because sometimes we can forget, y'all. We forget what we're supposed to be doing, how we're supposed to be doing, and we forget whose we are because we're so busy going and doing for everybody else. Where's that space for you in here? When you got mama, daddy, sister, brother, church, cousin, job, ministry, outside job, part-time job. Where's that room for you? Where is it? First thing in the morning is when I have my quiet time. And if I can't make that happen, I do it in the evening. And come hell or high water, my family know I'm getting it in. Now, unless you dead, dying, about to die, bleeding to death, and they know those are the 4 rules in my house, don't bother my quiet time. And in my quiet time, I am selfish. Nope, you can't come in here. Nope, I don't care what you got to say. Nope, I don't care if you hungry. Go fix you something to eat. I make sure y'all always self-sufficient. Be stingy about that, because here's the thing. Other people are stingy about you. They are stingy about what they want you to accomplish every day for them. Your job wants you to be at work on time so you can be what they need you to be. Your mama wants you to keep the house clean a certain way because that's what she needs. Your husband or your girlfriend, your boo, your side piece wants you to do things a certain way because that's what they like. Well, then you got to do this for the kids, and the church likes it this way, and people like in it. What? Your whole circle is full, and yet you never made time for yourself. And I became very picky and selfish about my time. So today, guys, figure out where your power base is. Work on it to make sure it aligns with your personality. And if you don't know what that is, if you don't know what your power base is, who you are, what's true to your core, take some quiet time to yourself today. And just ask yourself some questions. What is it that I really like to do? And if your first answer is, I don't know, then that means you've been busy living everybody else's life but your own. I'm guilty of that, even up to today. Like, I figured out a whole lot of things, but JoJo, what do you like to do for fun? I don't know, because my kids have consumed the fun part of my life. Meaning every free thing that I had, it was a kid. Oh, you got soccer. Oh, you got band. Oh, you got chorus. Oh, there's Girl Scouts. Oh, there's Delta. Oh, there's this. So the fun part of me, I don't know. And I'll say that. I say that quite often. I don't know what it is that I like to do. I have no idea what it is that I like to do. And so my book and me, we're figuring it out because I've done everybody else's version of it. And so if your answer is, I don't know, let's strip apart all of it. And I'm a firm believer, and I've said this, and I use this in terms of dreams and goals, that we can't use our children or life situations as an excuse on why we can't accomplish things. They should be every reason why you should want to accomplish and do and be different. So think about that today, guys. And it's a compliment when somebody says you're full of yourself. Tell them thank you and tell them your cup runneth over. And that's from Oprah Winfrey. She said it's okay to accept it as a compliment when people say you full of yourself. That just means your cup is running over with all things JoJo, and that you understand you better than anybody else. So can we take that as a compliment today? There's a difference between having that and your ego. Now, please understand, ego is a different thing. So I hope this has helped somebody today. I know it's helped me. And then if you're in that place where the answer is I don't know, realize that fear doesn't allow you to think clearly. So think about why you're really afraid. What are you really afraid of? Like, for real, for real. Break it down and work it out. Like I get for, y'all have seen me work that out a couple of times. I get for real with myself. Why are you really mad? Like yesterday. Did y'all join the show yesterday where I talked about why I was really mad at my friends that when they get home, all they do is sit down and watch TV from 6 to 10, and then they say they bored, they ain't got no money, they tired, they exhausted, they don't know what to do with their life. And I get mad, fire 38 mad. And I had to ask myself, what was I really mad about? And I do the same thing at fear. What am I really afraid of? Sometimes I'm really afraid, like this event that I'm having in August and the book signing tour, what I was really afraid of is that nobody was going to come, that people are going to talk about me, and that if I accomplish it, then people are going to want more. If I didn't accomplish, they're going to say, well, JoJo, well, we told you. And then I had to work through those fears, because at the end of the day, regardless of all of this, I still got to get here. So that means if I can eliminate, people are going to talk regardless, JoJo. They're always going to demand more regardless. It may not succeed and it may succeed. Those are all facts. Now that we know that they're facts and they're not anything that's going to be detrimental to my health, then I can move past it. And then when I get mad at people, I have to realize why I'm like my friends that I got mad at. And then I be trying to convince them to live their whole best life. And they rejected, didn't like, girl, you crazy. No, I had to realize that what I was mad at was the old JoJo, because I could see the old JoJo in them. And I couldn't get mad. That's why I was mad, number one. Then number two, I saw more in them than they was willing to see in themselves. And so that's not my problem. My problem is that I saw the old JoJo in them, who was about the excuses and the complaining, who felt like life was never going to get any better, so she might as well complain about it 24/7, because as long as I can complain about it, I'm not going to do anything about it. And so I would get mad because I see the old JoJo and I want to slap her in the face and say, JoJo, get it together quicker, then you can have this sooner. And then I had to realize, okay, that's why you're really mad, because you see your old self in them. And it's okay. But you can't change people. You can only give them the information. And I realized I have to be the change that I want to see. And I also have to be the change that I want other people to be. So, I hope this has helped somebody today, guys. I appreciate you guys coming to the Fearless Morning Show every morning. Thank you so much for taking time out to listen to me. Who am I? I'm just JoJo from Forest City, Union Mills, Ralston County, as they say. But I hope I have lived in crazy, so I don't want you to live in crazy. And that's my whole purpose. I am my sister's keeper. Everybody and their grandma want to call me this morning, where normally nobody ever calls me. So please make sure you share the video, because sharing is caring. If your friends and family do not have Facebook, send them over to the YouTube channel where they can binge watch all the Fearless Morning shows. They are by topic and by title. I load them every single day. So if you missed it, please make sure you check one of them out. If you want to meet me in Tampa for my first book signing tour, I'm excited. bit.ly/Tampa Crazy. That's where you can pre-order your book there, so that you can bring it with you and sign it. I know I'm coming to Raleigh. If you want to host me in Raleigh, I'm looking for somebody to host me there. And Charlotte, I don't know if I'm due one at home, y'all, because my home hurt my feelings sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie, because I've hosted four events there, and every time, not one person showed up. Not one. My mama, she don't count. My mom was the only person that showed up. So I don't know if I'll go back home. But if you want me to come to your area, please let me know, and I will be more than willing to add you to my list. And if you want, here's what I'm offering too. And you guys send me a message if you're interested in this, because I'm working on getting this together. If you want some girlfriend time with just some of you and your few girlfriends, because sometimes you can't get the information you need in bigger groups. So if you want some girlfriend time with me and some of your girlfriends as we work through living past crazy, where it's just like 5 or 6 of y'all, and we do a girls' day, a girls' lunch, a girls' brunch, where we talk about how to live past crazy, let me know, and I will send you the information for that, because we are our sister's keepers, okay? That we are. All right, I hope you have an amazing Thursday. Please be peaceful. This tattoo is courtesy of Miss Kiba Seymour. If you can see it, she actually designed this for me. The only thing I had to do with was the period right there. Be peaceful, period. There's nothing past that. Be peaceful, period. So Kiba Moore designed this for me. So thank you, Kiba. She is one of my purpose partners. So I have 4: Jasmine, Kiba, Valerie, and Margaret. So thank you, Kiba. So be peaceful. I hope you have an amazing, amazing Thursday, and I will see you here bright and early tomorrow morning. Have a good one.